You are now tuned into the NEXT2FLEX podcast.
Yo, what up? Welcome to the NEXT2FLEX podcast. This is episode 19. John laughing. All right, hey, we got a totally different set this week. We're gonna start with what do you call it? So, go ahead, Josie.
Yo, this is J.O., lifeblood of the podcast. You know, you can't do it without me. Also the creator and CEO of Talking Shit Podcast. I'm here to talk sports. So, what's up?
Okay. Think everybody in here looking good. The PSG is here. Personal. You know, special guest. I'm always on here. You understand me? Just want you to hear me. It is. Hold on. But it is, you know, it is the homeboy birthday. Shout out to him. Look here, NEXT2FLEX, let's talk sports, you know, and I do shoot cameras.
All right. And then we got two special guests here. We're going to first start off with Cousin Kev over there. Introduce yourself, man.
Yeah, I'm Kev. Everybody's favorite cousin.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's call him Cousin Kev. And then we got the lovely Mia over here. I'll let her just...
Mia Sparrow. How y'all doing?
Thank you. All right, so that's it? You're good. All right, so let's start off talking about the WNBA. Any thoughts on the draft? What's y'all thoughts on it? WNBA, women's basketball is taking a major leap this year. So what's your thoughts on the draft? We got, of course, Caitlin Clark going number 1 overall. Then Cameron Brink. Any thoughts on the draft?
I actually think Chicago did pretty well. They got two bigs. They got Cardoza from South Carolina and Angel Reese. Defense, rebounding. That's always a big part of basketball. They're not big time glamour picks, but you know, I think I did hear a couple people kind of wince over the Mystics not taking Reese.
That was gonna be mine.
But I believe the score they got was probably something better for them. Like when you're trying to rebuild, when you're trying to come back, you need a score. You know what I'm saying? So this girl can score on all 3 levels. So I think it was a pretty good pick. Other than that, I didn't really watch too much more after the top 10 or something. But like I said, I think Chicago did it really well. I think the Spark did really good too. They got 2 top picks too. So, but you know, other than that, I don't really have too much more to say about the actual draft.
You know what? Okay, well, man, you got something?
I mean, I too thought that the Wizards probably should have taken Angel Reese.
Wizards, huh?
Yeah, I mean, the Mystics should have taken
Wizards
Angel
could use
Reese.
it too.
I mean, I love Aaliyah Edwards, and I think that she's fantastic. And I definitely think like every major team needs a scorer, but I think defensively, when you're rebuilding, you need like a heavy defensive presence too. And especially like, you know, a scorer without like a defensive presence in the paint, it doesn't really amount to very much, right? You're not gonna score more than 30 or 40 points a game, and that's on the high end. So if you can't stop other players from scoring, if you can't stop a Caitlin Clark, like I don't really see like how that benefits you long term. So I think that was really my question with it. Like if you rebuild, and I probably would take a girl who has a heavier defensive presence first, because I want to stop scoring maybe a little more than I want to score like in a rebuild. But that's just my personal opinion. But I mean, I love Aaliyah Edwards. I think that she was a great pick. You know, she was very special this year too. Caitlin kind of like outshined everybody for obvious reasons, I think. But you know, I thought that the Mystics should have taken Angel too. But I love Aaliyah. She's gonna be a great addition to the team, ain't no question. But I think like a defensive presence is something very special. And somebody who can get out there and get 10, 11 rebounds a game offensively, I think is something that they should have considered.
Mm-hmm.
I do question Angel Reese's offensive game.
Oh yeah.
What you say? What'd you say, Cuz?
Yeah. Still not convinced on
She is an elite rebounder. She a beast on the boards. Definitely. That's one thing you can't deny on her.
She does have low post moves. just not a lot.
Nah, she got a bully game. She
Yeah.
can go through it.
not gonna be able to do that
Not
in the
entirely.
NBA.
She does have some movement to her game. Not just in rebounds. I mean, she has scored points out here.
And she
do got a championship for a reason.
Free throw jumper.
I think she has a move. I think she needs those counter moves.
You're saying she needs versatility?
I think she needs counter moves. Just like when we was, I always got to bring everything back to football, but a lot of reason that Chase Young didn't match his potentials because he didn't have a
Nigga,
counter
did you
move.
compare Angel Reese to Chase Young?
Well, I'm just, they counter moves. What I'm saying is, when Angel Reese gets stopped on her first move, she doesn't have a counter. She doesn't have like a drop step or up number or pump. She don't have.
I think she's working on
she,
that.
she,
She
she,
working
Yeah.
But that she does need. That's what I'm
And she
saying.
working with NBA trainers.
So she does
So
need
she
to work on that. Yeah,
understands.
that's
Yeah, I think
good.
she
I think that, but I think that
She
was
worked
the
with
game
Chris
that she
Brickley,
needed
She
to
worked with
work.
Chris Brickley, the dude on 2K. She worked with that dude.
Yeah, she do.
But it's a
Yeah,
lot of
she
players
do.
working with that.
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
worried about
yeah, he
her
looked
game.
good.
on
But
the
you're
court.
right.
I mean, you only fuck with that if you play 2K.
Yeah.
I'm just
But
saying.
that's my
Like, what is she
my
gonna
point.
do?
Like, she needed
against,
to
like,
start working
you know
on
what I'm
that.
saying?
Those grown
what's the
ass
girl
women.
from Aces? What's your girl from the Aces?
Oh, yeah.
Aces.
Oh, no, she
Like,
can't
what
fuck
she
with
gonna
her.
do with that?
Oh, no, she
That's what I'm
can't
saying.
fuck with her. She the best player in the world. Yo.
Like her dropping the 8, she should appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Because I see her, she ain't even that good to me. It's more of a blow up just because of.
But I say she has been working on her
I
game.
think people focus on Angel's defensive game because that's what LSU needed. They had Flower
Yeah, that's true.
on the
That's true.
offensive end, right?
Mhm.
And I think a big part of what her teammates said was that she was what we needed her to be.
Yeah.
So you got
Yeah, that's true.
you got some players who take over and they want to be whatever they want to be on the floor.
Yeah,
without
yeah,
giving,
yeah.
You know, consistent thought to what that team needs. And I think like Angel was considerate of like what that team needed, and so she wasn't as effective on the offensive end. Not
agree.
necessarily because she could have been, but because that just wasn't what that team needed. Like
Right.
they didn't need a wing player; they had wing players. They needed somebody in the paint.
Yeah, they can be
So I
holding
don't
her
want to
back.
say like,
Yeah.
oh, she doesn't have
from
an
Nova
offensive game.
Scotia.
That's just not what they needed from her. I think like her debut in the WNBA will
Jeff
prove
from Nova
that like, she
Scotia.
has some offensive game as well.
Exactly.
That's-
I can see it.
Exactly.
I did see it in high school.
Yo, we got Jeff from Nova Scotia.
Yeah,
She was a
like,
ball handler in high school. She handled the ball. She was
that just wasn't
killing
what they
in high
needed
school.
at LSU.
But we talking about the next level, like being able to step out, shoot a 3. You know what I'm saying?
I thought she was working on some threes and some mid range in her training. So she's doing the things that she needs to do to
working on is one
survive.
thing,
You know what I'm
but,
saying? But
you know.
I mean, that's
But
all
that's
you
all
can
you
do.
can do.
Yeah, that's all you can do,
That
right?
ain't all you can do.
Yeah. What else can you do?
You can do it. Be it. What I thought was most interesting was the white girls taking over, man. Cameron
There
Bree.
you go.
But she's a defensive player
There
too.
you
But
go.
the thing
She's
is,
a
like,
big time defensive
them white
player.
girls
Oh, she do
play-
more than just play defense.
My
Yeah, I
issue
know.
with the attention that they're getting in the sponsorships. There's no way that Caitlin Cox should have an 8-figure deal before Asia Wilson, who doesn't have a shot.
You talking about
what?
with her Nike contract?
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with that.
Like,
I
there's
agree.
no
I
way
agree.
Yeah.
that
Asia
Caitlin
Wilson
should
is the
have
best player in the world.
Bigger deal before the best player in the world, who's a 2-time champion and a 2-time MVP.
5-time
That
All
don't
Star.
make-
See,
Like that, yeah.
He got
That's
blue.
that whole time.
Her status definitely got blew up though.
They've been holding her shoe.
She shot that 3 like no other.
See, just
She broke a record.
A'ja Wilson is the best women basketball player.
Correct.
That don't mean she the most marketable or most
But
popular.
that's the thing. Yeah,
It's a
But what
difference.
is it
It's a
that
big
makes
difference.
Caitlin so marketable?
A white cornbread.
girl.
Ain't no question.
Yeah,
That
no doubt.
corn-fed Michael Scott looking ass Jones that's
Hey,
what makes her the most marketable.
I'll tell you my most.
But she played the game the right way.
Does she, or does she play the game the way that people respond to the best? That's a difference.
Well, she played like a Steph Curry logo
Exactly.
shooting.
That's what people
Yeah.
respond to. That don't make you the best on that floor.
She was the best.
She was the best.
She was the
Giannis
best.
was elite,
But-
right?
Giannis
Without a
ain't
shot.
the
Yeah.
best on the court though.
Yeah.
He was
Not-
20.
All Giannis do is bully ball.
Let me tell you what I
When we
found
talk
most interesting
skills.
about this draft.
What?
What the hell was Caitlin Clark wearing at that? She looked like a love boat.
Uniform to the
Proud of
death.
her.
Uniform
Proud
for
of
the love
her.
boat.
She was proud of
Foul
that.
out.
Wow.
It was Prada, but she looked
I don't
crazy.
want to say it, but
Actually,
No.
Good.
I thought the highlight of the
Look
draft.
good.
Cameron Brink looked good.
Yeah.
I
Cameron
thought
Brink
Paige
looked
was
good.
the highlight of the draft.
Yeah.
She was the most fun. She was
Yeah.
the most entertaining. To me, she was the most supportive. I think like the proof of like the slant towards Caitlyn in the media is like she like smirked when one of her teammates got drafted, and it was like, oh, look at the support she's showing her teammate. I was like, what the hell, like, because she smirked.
Oh no, that was interesting though. That was interesting though, because the girl, her teammate was there to support her. She had no idea she'd be drafted.
But you know what? The truth is, like, the WNBA doesn't have enough roster spots for all them girls. So it's a lot of those girls that got drafted and won't even actually play.
That's like the NBA too. That's why they couldn't.
Not necessarily, though.
Nah,
What you mean?
The money.
Because it was girls who got
Look at the money
drafted last
difference,
year
man.
That ain't playing nowhere.
Right.
NBA too.
Right. Got
Some people got government jobs that make more than WNBA players,
I
though.
definitely make more.
That shit is crazy, man.
It can't.
What's crazy?
Like it was girls who didn't
difference.
get picked up. They didn't get picked
The
up at
difference
all.
between WNBA
And NBA,
Look
yeah.
how long they've been around. Look how long the league's been around. I mean, that has a lot to do with it too.
So look, can I ask a question? So do you think
growing.
with
Not
this
growing.
new class that's coming in with like Caitlyn, is that going to increase the revenue so they can start paying these women a little
No
bit more?
question.
Or
Well, that's the thing. We have to watch.
Women's college
Oh,
basketball
you gonna watch
far
that?
exceeds
Juju's still out there.
this year.
or Juju?
Strongest draft you've ever seen in the WNBA, weakest draft you've ever seen in the NBA. It's happening right now. So yeah, for sure, I think it's going to be very interesting.
It's still some
They're
more
going-
basketball to
I
watch,
to say
though.
strongest and weakest before they even happen.
It's still some more basketball to watch with women, though. Definitely. Juju's still out there, man. Look at the
For sure.
teams.
When they talking about
Still out
WNBA,
there.
they talking about
Paige
watching
is still out
WNBA.
there. And really a big part of the reason why like the spotlight is on Caitlyn specifically is because Paige was out a year injured. Paige was really the face.
Yeah, I said that.
Definitely.
Hey, that was what-
Definitely a UConn.
Yeah, that's true.
You
That's
don't like
true.
Caitlin
Also,
Clark. You don't fuck with Caitlin Clark.
I don't know, but it's not really her game.
You don't
I
fuck
love
with
her
her.
game. I really feel like when you look at Paige Beckers as an ally for African Americans in sports, right? She is very vocal about not only the slant in the media, but just like in general. Caitlin Clark, I ain't heard her say a word. She put her hand in her face first. Angel Reese did that. She never responded and was like, well, I did it first. Like, it's only right that she got me. Never said a word. She's not an ally. I feel like she's a corn-pone country junk who is exactly what you think a corn-pone country junk would be. And I think that Paige, who has a black stepmother, by the way, is an ally. And for me, yes, she's a favorite.
What you call that?
Paige
again?
Beckers.
Corn-pone
Corn.
country junk.
Corn pone
Country
jump.
Yeah.
I hold that one.
She's exactly what every other.
Yeah, I think her hype is because
It was
she's
her and
doing
her
things.
cowgirl.
She shooting
I heard a
from the logo
cowgirl.
like
They
that.
was
Yeah.
that joint
They love
ball.
the style.
Yeah, they love
She
it, yeah.
focuses that in general, and she reminds people. Of
But like I said last week, I think
Ran into that
last
buzz
week,
saw.
I think her game was a
I was talking about when they just the title game, man, when they played South Carolina, man.
then she
You
ran
saw,
into a team, yeah.
you saw what.
And if she can't beat South Carolina, you better believe that
Oh
WNBA will be a
man.
problem.
Oh my
They're
God.
gonna be gunning for her. Though.
What?
They're gonna
Oh, they're
come
gonna
out.
be good. They already
It's
are.
not real for sure. They gonna show her.
I think she's gonna be ready for it though.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
think she can be ready for it.
She got some skills though.
She
She got some skills.
shoot from the logo
That
though.
brings me to the
She
next
shoot.
thing. What do y'all expect of what you think, Caitlin? What do you think she can average next year in the WNBA?
Next year,
What you think she can average?
A sharpshooter is a
I'm
sharpshooter.
saying 11, 12.
Woo, woo.
Nah.
I would probably say
11,
I would give her closer to like maybe a Jalen Green, right? Like maybe like an 18-19 type of thing. I think that's maybe
That's what I was looking for.
because the sharpshooter is the sharpshooter.
What you think, Sean?
I was
Nah, I think a little bit more. I think she in the
Yeah,
dub. I think she in the 20s. She's definitely in the
Caitlin Clark
20s.
Gonna get like 25.
Yeah, she's definitely in the 20, man. She shoots from the
Come
logo.
on, man.
She shoots from the logo and hit.
well. That's
She
the
the
thing.
point
I
guard.
don't-
She the number one pick. The ball is in her hands.
Let alone slam.
We gotta talk about 80.
She went toe to toe with one of the greatest
I thought they have a
and handle business. Shawty can't shoot.
Yo, she gonna play the same way she did in college.
They
She
have a
gonna be
little
pulling
ball.
low threes, coming down. She gonna be
What?
talking shit. She gonna be just like she was in
But I mean,
college.
Aaliyah
Indeed.
Boston, she was looking at it last year.
Who?
Leah
Leah?
Boston.
Yeah. She got lead.
That's why I think they're gonna try to her rookie year. I think they're gonna try to rein her in a little bit. because they have Aaliyah Boston, who's been in the WNBA.
No disrespect to Leah Boston. She ain't no.
No. That's not what I'm saying. But they have a core right there. They bringing her in. She gonna spread the floor and stuff. But I don't know if they're gonna let her do that.
Get those shots
That's
that
what
you
I'm saying.
expect her to get.
I do think
25 a
every
game.
If she ain't a star, the NBA fucking up. If she is not a star next year, the WNBA is fucking up. She's bringing all the fans, yo. It's her fucking league now. All she got to do is ball out. She gonna get all the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, I know the game when they.
It's like Jordan and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like she's supposed to be
to the arena,
right?
Damn Capital One.
Like, ain't nobody raining her
That
ass
game,
thing.
damn, they
It's
about
her
to be
team,
sold
yo.
out. They didn't have enough space, so they had to move it to come down there to Capital One, man.
but they
People
do
want to see. He's right. People want to see the young girl.
I understand that, but like,
It's entertainment.
I understand that, but
You
they
put
were-
money in the check.
Her
I
jersey
understand that,
sold
but they
out
was-
in
they
like an
was
hour and a half.
They
yo.
Capital One first, but
An hour and a half.
They said her jersey sold an hour and a half after they drafted her.
And every time.
Great.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the NBA. All right, so first thing I was going to touch on is Golden State losing that play-in game. Klay Thompson, 0 for 10, 0 points.
Boy had 0.
Now, all right, now before we go in on Klay, let's be fair to him. Let's be fair to Klay. Klay averaged 18 points this year. Led the NBA in free throw percentage. He beat Steph by like 100th of a point.
Okay.
Led the NBA in free throw percentage.
Okay.
18 points. It's not the way you want to start your free agency, right? 0 for 10.
You said let us be
In
fair.
a do or die game.
Yeah, do or die game. But does he come back to Golden State? Do you bring him back?
It should have been done. Should have been done.
From the outside looking in, you don't think they bring him back.
But yeah, if you that
Been
But
done last year.
you're a part of that organization. In your mind, you thinking,
yeah, but don't you owe something to Steph? Steph want to win another one. Can't be bullshitting just because you got feelings, yo.
You
True.
gotta capitalize
Feelings get you in
on
trouble.
time, too, Steph, you know. And he's not exactly the healthiest player you've ever seen. He suffers from a lot of injuries. There's a lot of shoulders, a lot of ankles.
He balled out this year though.
Yeah, for sure. He was great this year. But I think for that reason, you gotta put people around him.
you gotta speed up
You
the
gotta
process.
capitalize. You don't have enough
Yeah,
capacity.
so-
to
Yeah,
wait
speed up.
So
to build a team.
if you paying Clay 20, 25 million,
Yeah.
Can't
that's
do that.
that's where.
You gotta
It,
get rid of him.
Yeah.
And I would have never paid Draymond.
but again, he averaged 18 this year. You surprised to
That's
hear
awesome right there.
Josie?
I was when I first heard it.
You surprised to hear Clay averaged 18 this
so,
year?
where, so where are you going? Where are you going
Well,
to
you
get
didn't think he averaged
something
18,
that's going?
right?
No, not at all.
And he
Thinking
led the
more
league
like-
in free throw percentage.
If I'm them,
What about a team like Orlando, a young team? Knicks. They can use him.
I like Clay
Yeah.
for Orlando. I like him on the Rockets. I think like he's a good veteran ally for a couple of times.
Y'all think Clay can play East Coast ball?
Hey, that don't exist no more, man.
Yeah.
You
That was the 90s thing.
You sure?
Clay is
Yeah,
a
that
catch
don't-
and shoot.
Differences now.
That
Remember back in
exists
the 90s,
everywhere.
The East was tough,
Yeah.
hard, and West was up and down.
Down.
Yeah,
It ain't like that no more.
He got the quickest
So you
trigger
don't
out
think it's
there.
a difference
He can
West
shoot
End
anywhere.
and East?
That don't exist no more.
Yeah, it don't matter.
That don't exist no more.
Yeah, I think he just.
But I feel you though. That was some real shit.
But not because of the style of play.
Yeah, I think he can work in the East. I think some teams he'll be a good addition to some teams too. 'Cause he's still a shooter. He's still somebody you need to respect.
Yeah.
When he catches the ball, he's still somebody you need to respect.
Do
Big
you
time.
know? Because
Yeah.
Over 10 say no. Over 10 say no.
Over to the last game, but he didn't get them 18 points in the paint.
Zero.
Them 18 points.
That's hard, yo. That's
But
hard.
them 18 points in the
Hey,
game.
you
They
see that?
respect play now.
Yeah,
When they
but-
see him on the outside, they let him
No,
go.
but
No.
like you said, 18 points a game, he ain't getting them joints in
You
the
see
paint.
that press
He gotta
conference when
go
they
to
asked him
W,
about
that's
it?
true.
You see that press
He
conference when they asked
defended
about
him,
it?
though. He
That
defended
nigga was in his
He
feelings,
had
boy.
to. That's
Why y'all
his
want to
man.
talk about old shit?
You bringing up old shit. Clay, that was just
Clay's an
Yeah.
emotional
It was
dude, though.
definitely
He's
Well,
very
still old
emotional.
shit.
You would be
Steph stood up for his man. You know, he
As he
But
should.
like I
he
said,
represented.
I mean, he ain't getting them 18 points in the paint, so he got to be at least, you know what I'm saying? Somebody
Man, I think
respect
he
that.
But also,
I think he stayed.
Really look
I think they come up with a number for him. in
All
the state.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Why not, man?
And then
Alright.
30,
Why not?
and then 5. Like,
But-
that doesn't, come on.
But
He all over the place.
Hey, get your phone away from the mic, yo.
A team
You see, hear that
team
feedback?
that
Yeah.
needs spacing though.
That's true.
He could. I mean, I think he could.
Yeah, he might be able to help a playoff team.
He's still a valuable player in the league. He's just not valuable on the Warriors anymore.
because they already got spaces. They already got people to space.
All right, so speaking of
he's kind of
playoffs, yo,
playoffs. Playoffs.
Who you think got the most pressure these playoffs? Most pressure to win and do something.
All right, so you name 4 people.
I just threw some shit
Oh,
out there.
do some stuff up
Whoever
there.
you think.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest. Embiid
For sure.
has the most pressure in this playoff right now.
Why?
Why? Because you done had almost a good portion of this season rest.
Good. Resting. The nigga was hurt. That ain't
He
resting.
wasn't hurt the whole time. They had to save him. Load management is a thing.
Hey, look. Y'all see that game, Philly? That last game?
He won it for him.
He hurt.
The man had 23
Yeah,
points.
He looked like he ready to go home, man.
Yeah, he hurt.
He's done. He's done.
For this year?
He's done. He's done, yo.
But
So who you
injury
think?
or not, we saying that about Philly. It seems like every damn year now. What year
That is true,
Are they
though.
not? What
No.
year are they
That's true,
ready?
that's
What
true.
year have they been ready since Kawhi bust that shot in
That's-
their face?
Yo,
Pause. What year have they been prepared?
That's
what
why-
year have you looked at Philly and been like, "This is the year"? It's been a minute.
that's why I say.
Process been
That's
done.
why I say Maxey got the most pressure. Maxey got to step up.
Maxey
We
gotta
know who
step up.
Embiid is, yo.
Man, how
Maxey
much
got to be that dude.
carried him
Ain't
the
no
whole
fucking-
time that Embiid wasn't in there.
Ain't no
Who you
pressure.
think carried him? That man was in
Well,
the
I don't know though. I don't know though. 'cause-
I don't feel like
Maxey
it's
didn't
pressure.
carry them. They didn't win shit. They don't fell down to the
How is
play-in.
it pressure on a nigga who
Yeah,
had
they was
no
up. They was the number 3 and went out, right?
Because
How is it pressure?
somebody got to be there with Embiid. He needs a second.
You need a sidekick. You need a
Yeah,
rock.
he need that second dude.
How is there pressure on a sidekick though?
Because he's got to be
Embiid
accountable.
35, yo. What else can he
Somebody
do?
gotta step
We need
up.
somebody else to step up. We need
Somebody
that
gotta step
Pippen.
up.
That's it.
Well, somebody-
That's what Embiid been looking for.
If Philly doesn't win that playoff, nobody's gonna say, "Oh my God, Maxey didn't do his job." Nobody's gonna say
That's gonna be a part of it.
he wasn't available. Nobody's gonna say
That's gonna be a part of it. Though. That'll be a part of it. Just because of the fact that
If he averaged 30 and lose,
I think the issue is when they say Maxey gotta show up in the
he
moment.
got to be that all-star.
He gotta be in that moment. He gotta be in that moment.
Okay.
So when
It's on Maxey,
so we
man.
know
yeah,
what Embiid
because
gonna do.
nobody else is showing up for Embiid.
But that's what I'm
And
saying.
Maxey is an all-star. He's supposed to be that dude.
Okay.
And
So
he-
then,
He can either reach that next level, right?
Yeah.
so then let's take Embiid off the table. What about Giannis? With Dame, does he have pressure?
Giannis already got a
What
title.
about Kawhi?
Giannis already got a title.
Does he have pressure?
He are-
Russell, Paul George.
You talking about proven dudes?
why?
KD,
Paul George
you
is
KD
moving.
got pressure.
What the hell is Paul George done?
KD
How
got
is he
pressure.
moving?
No, I ain't talking about Paul George.
Y'all think Giannis got any pressure?
I feel like the
Why not?
Clippers ain't
They
got
got
no
Dame.
pressure, man.
They went all out. They went and got Dame for that reason to give him another championship.
And you really think they're gonna make noise in these playoffs?
No, but that's
You
the
don't
thing.
feel like
That's
he
what I'm
got
saying.
pressure? I feel like
Who, Giannis?
I feel like
his brother is on the team, he good.
I feel like
First of all, please don't bring up his brother.
Gotta
Long
be.
as his brother on the team, that's why they ain't winning, because his brother on the team. Because he getting the ball in the back, but just keep losing when he tries to duck.
he's terrible.
Look.
And
All right, so with that
his
said,
nonsense is terrible.
with that, so
And they
all right.
never up. That's the problem.
No, I'm talking about Giannis.
Oh yeah, but that's what. But the thing
Giannis,
is-
this shit went
that's
down.
what I'm saying. Like with Dame, they brought Dame here to get Giannis another championship.
Nah, they brought Dame to be a savior, thinking that nigga was gonna go in there and do it all, and Giannis was gonna be able to cruise.
But
it
Dame
ain't Dame time yet, though. It
Right,
ain't
Dame
Dame time
time
yet.
yet.
So we don't know yet.
So we gonna see.
But that's why I think
We
Dame
gonna
got
see.
some pressure.
Dame has pressure.
Right? Because Milwaukee trying to get back there.
This is true.
And they got Dame to do that.
Yeah,
But his baby mama, you know,
but he don't want to be there no way though.
he don't want to be there.
So
He miserable.
what is he gonna do?
He miserable.
He's gonna show up for the
Dame
other
time-
So
for
with that said,
Dame time is proven,
who your
though.
finals picks? Who your finals? Just Miss Mia.
Yeah.
Going with the Nuggets.
Nuggets over who?
The Nuggets over Luka.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't got the Nuggets beating Luka in the 7 games. I mean, I don't got the Luka and beating the Nuggets in 7 games. I don't see it.
So that's the
talking about the West.
Yeah.
Talking about the West.
Yeah, that's the
The
West.
West. And I got the Nuggets winning it all. I really do.
Yeah. Okay.
Celtics maybe.
She love the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the Celtics. I despise the Celtics.
Oh, you
Fuck
do?
the Celtics.
Oh, you ain't got to
We
do
just talking
that.
about
You ain't
facts.
got to do
I'm
that.
impartial.
You ain't got to do
You ain't like that
Are
F
you a
word, huh?
Celtics fan?
Indeed.
You a
Indeed.
Celtics fan?
Indeed.
You live
That
here?
man right
Who
there.
said a black
That
man can't be a
live here?
Celtics fan? Who said that?
I didn't say
That
that.
man right there.
You
Number
you
0
live
right
here?
there.
You live here?
I live
Celtics
here.
fan? After what
I
they did
live
to the Wizards
here.
in 2017?
Hey, wait. This how you can tell. This how you can tell. Who your favorite Celtic all time? This how you can tell.
Right now?
No, all time, nigga. I said,
Bird. Come on, man.
Home country nigga.
So what?
hey, Jesse. I said all time. You said right now.
You home country
Ow,
nigga.
man.
Larry Bird.
Indiana.
He said Robert Parrish. Has
Oh,
respect for
man.
yourself.
Okay.
Or Reggie Lewis. I could have said Reggie
So who
Lewis.
your favorite Celtic all time, Joe?
I don't even like.
I don't
like
feel
the
disrespected.
Reggie Lewis. Yo.
Jason,
I don't
Jason,
feel that. I could have said Bill Rush.
Look, Jason
But at
Tatum, I
least
just
I
started
like
liking him a little bit.
a top winner. And my man got championship. Fuck out of here.
So you really
How many
like
Bill
Larry
Russell
Bird?
got and you pick Larry Bird first?
You really like Larry Bird. You was just saying.
11.
Okay.
Exactly. 11.
Okay.
And you pick Larry. Ugh.
Oh, we got a
I
Celtic.
got
Black Celtics fan.
I got no all-time Celtics.
no
Larry
respect for the
Look
guy.
at
Hey, so
That's who gonna win it this
so
year.
we supposed to be
Since you
telling.
won no conference pick.
Y'all supposed to be telling me who y'all picks are. Come on.
That's what I said.
I think it's the Nuggets and the Celtics, and I got the Nuggets and Celtics.
You got Boston all the way, Sean.
Boston all the way.
Got-
Oh, hey,
You got Boston in what? 4, 5, 7.
Boston the best team in
You
the
got Boston
league.
in 6. Okay, that's a reason.
I think Boston might pull it out this year, though. I'm gonna be honest
I'm gonna
with
be
you.
honest with you. I thought Boston
I
should have
think-
beat the Warriors. On paper, they were better. It really was the experience and Steph Curry specifically that beat the Celtics. Steph Curry and the experience beat Boston all by themselves.
Yeah, I think.
Steph had he was playing out of his mind.
He was out of his mind.
I think
That
Drew
was
Holiday.
just Steph.
Say that about Steph.
That was just Steph. That was just Steph.
Why you paying?
Because he always playing about his mind.
Nah, Steph got that record and ain't looking back. Nobody is gonna catch that record.
Yeah,
All right, so who you got, cuz? Who you got winning, cuz? I'm about to blow y'all mind with my pick, yo.
Did I tell you mine?
no.
You can tell us again. Who you got, Josie?
I'm gonna let Kevin go ahead.
Hey, he thinking. He
thinking?
thinking. I was helping him out. See?
I think Boston is going to win it all.
No,
because
yo, you
I
think.
believe they are, because I think Drew Holiday is a big
He's a
big
big-time
addition to
player.
them
And he
this
has
year, and I just think he
fixed
can
game
neutralize some of these point guards that's been
sure.
giving Boston a problem.
Sure. He not
And
pretty.
Jones,
He don't get the credit
he's
when
just
he's
a
not pretty.
dog. He's just a dog. He's one of them
He a dog.
dudes. He's Patrick Beverly times 2. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
He can definitely score.
Beverly is
He can score.
Yeah, because he
He
can
can
score.
definitely
Yeah,
score. Look
but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Look who they talking about.
Patrick Beverly.
Look who they talking about.
Patrick Beverly gonna give you everything
who
he
they
got. That's
talking
all I'm
about.
saying. It's
Gang,
not
gang,
even, I'm
Green.
not comparing. See, there you go. You always trying to compare. I'm trying to
Patrick
say
Beverly, yo.
Yeah.
Beverly gives you everything he got.
That's
Though,
You ain't
bro.
got nothing, dog.
Listen, I love
goddamn
JT.
You out here talking about
I love
Patrick
Jalen
Beverly?
Brown, he got there, but I don't like the Celtics. I
For a
support
minute.
I support
Well, you know I
JT,
support
but I
JT
don't
because
like
he,
the Celtics.
because
We
he
got
is
that, man. We got that.
brotherhood. And
He
you know
don't
I
like the
support
Celtics.
JT brotherhood. If you don't know what that is, you better get with it. I'm
I'm
sorry,
everybody black.
but that's Duke. Don't worry about Kevin. You look a little confused.
Hey, yo,
But
Yeah.
it's the brotherhood.
I
I know you like. I know you like.
What you talking about?
The brother, hey,
Continue.
the brother. But so I've always liked JT, but I just think Drew is a big addition for them this year, and I think he's gonna help them win the championship. I really do. I don't know on the West. West so wide open, man.
Hey, yo.
I can't
I got
call in the West.
I got Knicks beating Boston in the conference finals. I got Knicks going to the finals.
Wow.
Losing to Denver in about 5 or 6. But I got Knicks coming out the East, man. What you think of that? What you think of that, Toby? I got Knicks coming out the East.
Because they dogs. And I feel like
Motherfuckers don't want to fuck with them, man.
But
Boston, yo.
beat Jalen Brown on a.
Let me tell you what's gonna kill
Jason
Boston.
Tatum on the wing.
Let me tell you what's gonna kill Boston.
Richard off the bench. Like, I don't know.
Well, it's gonna
Yo,
kill
Tatum will not take over, man. If you watch
I'm not
Boston,
gonna lie.
you watch Boston,
You got a point.
Tatum will not take over a game, yo.
He does not.
Tatum won't take over, yo. And look, and I'm gonna tell you,
Pussy. Your man saw.
and let me tell you,
No. You can't keep telling me MVP numbers gets that call. No. And he scored.
Jason
Are you
Tatum in that
serious?
Warriors,
You said
in
what
that Warriors
numbers?
final is proof to me.
Tatum ain't no MVP candidate, dog.
He saw.
Are you
He
serious?
saw.
No, he's not an MVP candidate. Let me tell you
Why
why.
you not then? Tell me why you not.
He saw.
Nah, I'll be honest with
Tell
you.
me why not.
Baby.
Tatum and Brown, they sacrifice their numbers, right? So Boston can win. That's what they do.
sure.
Boston got all them wins. Tatum and Brown both sacrificed their stats.
I agree
That's
with
why they not MVP candidates.
I agree with that.
Right.
Jay
I
was
agree
the
to
number
that.
one option before Tatum got there.
I
But-
agree with
but-
that.
They did at the same time.
No, they didn't. Jalen got drafted the year before.
But Tatum will not take over games, man. He won't be the dog and take over
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
Jalen was
He
there.
won't do that, man.
Y'all are.
He was
Come
the
on,
number
Mr.
one.
Paulson.
And Jalen got drafted a year or two
And let me-
before Jason. He
He
was
did.
the number one option.
And let me tell you who got
had
that
to
dog.
sacrifice to make-
Let me tell you who got that dog.
Jalen Brunson.
That fucking Jalen Brunson, yo.
Got that Jones.
That nigga's a dog, yo.
No,
Oh,
sure.
later on, I'm
That
talking
little
about
nigga, yo, hey, he gonna take them to the finals.
later
I'm
on, I'm
telling
gonna
you.
talk about
Hey,
Jalen.
remember I said that shit. Remember I said that, yo.
He did it. He took. He
I ain't saying they're gonna win it all, but he gonna take them to the
He
finals.
put him on
yo.
his back last year. He was special last year for sure.
I think
he didn't
he-
had a team last year.
I think this year. He's
Once
he's so. Well, I'm gonna talk
is
about
Randall,
Jalen a
is
little
Randall
bit.
come back yet?
Nah,
Yeah, once Randall, he ain't coming back.
He ain't coming back.
That's why I don't think they're gonna.
Done.
Wait a minute, Randall out for the whole playoffs?
Done.
Yeah, I think he does.
That's fucked up, yo.
He finished.
You change your pick a little bit.
I agree.
You
Yeah,
put
that's-
I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here.
Surgery type shit.
Nah, that nigga ain't have Tommy
Oh yeah,
John.
he a picture now. He a picture now.
He ain't have no
This
Tommy
nigga a
John.
picture now. He done moonlight as a picture. God damn.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
Okay.
That hurts.
The
We're gonna skip that.
awards.
Oh no, we ain't doing it. Oh, you wanna go?
I mean, we
All
can't.
right, who's your MVP? Who's your MVP? You think Luka? You got Luka MVP? Tell us why. I told you these white folks taking over, man.
Yeah, they. I got
Points
looking
per
too.
game. Consistent as far as his like showing up for the team. Superstar player.
He damn near averaging the triple double, dog.
Damn near averaging a triple double. Like I feel like it's been between Luka and Jokic for a while.
It's
I ain't gonna lie. I've been a Luka hater, man.
It's
been a Luka
33,
hater.
9 and 9 though.
I have been a Luka
33
hater.
and 9 and 9. That's what he averaging.
Especially.
Just like the under.
I can't.
Shade.
33, 9 and 9.
If we
like
got
that-
9 and 9,
It's-
nah.
So
It's
I
been
just
the-
looked it up
it's
today.
been
That's why I
the-
said it.
It's been the Jokic
33, 9 and 9,
for a
dog.
while for me, and I feel like this year was
Shade.
I like Shea, man. I like Shea.
I like Shea too, but
like
Luka
Shea. I do.
33,
I
9
like
and
Shea.
9.
They the
dog.
number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Luka
But you
39,
know, the
9
league
and
is so
9.
big on
dog.
just the numbers, right?
Yeah.
Even like Rudy Gobert is up for Defensive Player of the Year. I don't agree with that. I don't think that he's the
Why not? The best defensive player on
He
the
got
best
the
defensive
best
team.
defensive numbers. That doesn't make
On
him
the best defensive
player.
team.
On the best defensive team, it's the team that really is elevated.
So who's the defensive player of the
Wemby
year?
is right behind him by like a tenth of a point. So if we,
But that's
put
like one of the
just
worst
statistics,
teams,
I would
yo.
give it to Wemby.
Maybe.
No, but
Exactly.
He
He's
averaging
the
3.6
best
blocks a game,
statistically
dog.
The worst team in the league. That should tell
He
you.
averaging 3. He averaging
Second,
4 blocks a
worst team
game.
in the league. should
And,
But,
and
okay, wait a
he
minute,
averaged double digit
When we
rebounds.
talking about
Wemby.
Ain't doing
okay, wait a minute. When we talking about stats for defense, yo,
We talking about stats for defense.
it could be very
Wemby has the
Oh,
second
all right, I'll let
best
you talk.
defensive statistics in the league on the worst NBA team
Okay,
in the league.
okay. So let me say
That
this.
doesn't mean anything.
So
the
yo,
first NBA team, so it's not doing enough.
So what are we doing? Are we?
no, but let me say this. Let me say
Nobody
this.
wins games alone.
Okay, so you talk about defensive stats. Defensive stats can be very misleading.
Exactly. That's
They
why.
can't-
Because when
that's
you-
why Rudy is full of shit.
Hold on, let me
That's
say
voter
something.
fatigue. Go ahead.
So defensive stats can be very misleading. When you average a lot of blocks, it's about help defense, right? When you go for blocks and you leave your man, you lose offensive rebounds. You leave the weak side. Defensive stats are very misleading, man. It doesn't mean you're a very good defensive player. What's his name? Whiteside. He led the league in blocks for years. He was a terrible defensive player because he would jump every pump fake, everything. He would get blocks because he would challenge everything, but he was not a good defensive player, man.
Yeah. I
But when you're the
understand
best defensive player
that. I understand that.
on the best defensive team, I think that should be.
I've watched
Because
Wemby play.
if you watch Minnesota play Gobert, the way he allowed Anthony Edwards, motherfuckers blow by him and they won't get shit. Once they get in that lane, Gobert is all over it, man. Now Wemby will be Wemby. Remember, I used to always say how Holmgren gonna be better than Wemby. I had to switch on that shit. Man.
Okay, thank you.
Because Wemby, that motherfucker's a monster, man.
Yeah.
He'll take a step the wrong way and still get back and,
Yeah, he
and,
still get
and
back.
block
Yeah,
for pick and roll.
yeah.
When they do pick and rolls against San Antonio, he cover both dudes, man.
Yeah, but that's why. But see, the reason I said it because I've watched Wemby play some defense. Like I watched Gobert. I think Gobert is a very good defensive player. But I think Wemby, and if not this shit, he's gonna take that shit to a whole nother play. Because like you said, he could guard 2 men at one time.
Right.
Also, he's not. He's very disciplined in his pump fakes. He doesn't jump very often. Like you have to really get Wemby to get Wemby. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. But he uses it well though. He uses his height very well, and he can move. That's why I think them 3.6 blocks ain't just a just a facade.
That's what you average 3.6.
Yeah, that ain't just a facade, dog. Like that's almost 4 blocks a game, and he's coming across the lane.
But they terrible though. They terrible.
They are terrible.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, nobody game plans for San Antonio. They know they're gonna get.
But
it's a difference when they game plan for you.
But they game plan for him. Bro. That's why
they not though, because they know they're gonna get a win.
Well,
when you play San Antonio, you're gonna win. They don't game plan for them. Really? It's gonna be different once they become good.
Warriors and that look different.
Oh man, definitely.
But I just feel like he's just playing. I feel like he's individually. I think he's playing better defense than Gobert this year. I think Gobert
man.
I think he is, though.
He ain't nowhere near the defensive player Gobert.
I think he is, though.
Gobert.
I think he is.
Nobody
has the most blocks.
Every shot that comes in the
You think Wemby ain't, though?
Yo, Gobert doesn't allow. Yo, nothing happens in the lane when Gobert's in there, yo.
Watch the game, bro.
Yeah, you gotta watch the game.
Watch the game, bro. Watch the game. Wemby. But just like you said, Wemby guards.
He's not the best defensive player in the league, yo.
I didn't say he was. I didn't say I think he's playing. I think he's playing it better this year.
This is true.
That's defensive player of the year, right?
Yeah, I think he's playing better.
No,
this
he's not
year.
better defense.
I think he is.
Rudy Gobert.
He's literally.
I think he is.
He's literally a tenth of a point under Rudy as far as defensive numbers. He's right.
His efficiency, defensive efficiency, is right there. Yeah,
efficiency. He's
right there.
Yeah.
So
okay, yeah, okay. Y'all realize that their efficiency is fucking terrible
as a team.
Okay, so if okay.
But okay, so here we go with this, right?
Yeah.
So the big argument is always the MVP, or you got to be the best player in the best team, right? All the time. That's who wins the MVPs, right? That's who wins MVPs. But is that really the MVP?
No.
You understand what I'm saying? Like we talked about it in the NFL. Like we talking about like
for real
the best player and the best team. Why is it always the best player? It can't be just.
Well,
the
how
best
valuable
player.
are you if your team is terrible? So how valuable are you?
What would the team be if you wasn't there though?
It's still terrible. Terrible and terrible.
We talk about San Antonio, yeah, okay, that's fine. But I'm talking about like when it's close. Like, okay, we talking about Luka. What would they be without Luka? They are in the playoffs. They wouldn't even be.
Yeah, Luka's the MVP candidate though.
But that's what I'm saying. But the point is, like, people would shoot that down because he's not on the best team. He's not playing. He's the best.
Well, you have to be.
You
can't say you're valuable if your team ain't good.
Dallas is a contender.
Why not?
Why not?
Why can't you say you're valuable to your team if you're not good? I mean, it's
most valuable
to your team.
If you're terrible, if your value is low, you can't say you're the most valuable.
Valuable player in the league. So I get that.
So you saying MVP on a terrible team?
Right.
So okay, all right, okay.
I get what you're saying though, and I don't disagree.
I just feel like
Wemby, and I actually think that Wemby is a better candidate.
I just feel like it starts with your team. Like, how you gonna be the most valuable?
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say about Wemby.
To be honest
This is what I'm gonna say about Wemby.
Luka, but I don't know. I think Kyrie might be the most valuable team on his team.
Most valuable team on his team. No, listen. Okay.
They're deadly now. Like,
so this is what I'm saying, yo. If I'm a good,
right, but I ain't saying you're wrong.
That's what I'm saying. I just say he might be.
Yo, if I'm a good defensive player, playing around bad defensive players, my shit is gonna go. It's gonna be higher.
I get what you're
my
saying.
stats are gonna be way higher.
I get that.
If I'm a good offensive player, all y'all bums.
Yeah, I get that.
My shit gonna look nice because I'm gonna get more.
Yeah, you right.
Okay, let's move on.
I will say this for Wemby. You put him on any team in the NBA and he's just as special. He's special everywhere. I think that there are a lot of teams, if you put Jason Tatum on, those stats will fall a bit. I think you put Jason Tatum in OKC, I don't know if it looks as good. You put Jason Tatum on the same team with
we gotta talk about that light skin shit, man. We gotta talk about that light skin shit, man. It's a light skin factor. You kind of light too, so I understand. But there's a light skin factor too. There's a light skin factor. No, there's a light skin factor.
I don't know.
There is a light skin factor, yo. Huh?
Because you still
What a series for him last year.
I still believe
Hey, yo, let's move on, yo. Let's move on.
Except in the playoffs.
Hey, yo, let's move on, yo. Let's move on, yo. Let's move
Are
on.
you serious? He won a whole series for him last year.
What?
On that last game 7 last year.
He won a whole series.
Right.
A
He
whole
won
series.
that game.
Who?
What game?
Jason Tatum.
Against
year.
who? Against who?
Was it?
They didn't go nowhere, man.
Yes, they did. They lost to Miami last year, right?
Yeah.
But who they beat before that? Philly.
We don't care. That don't.
It's
Let's move on, yo. Let's move on. Let's move on to football.
It's Philly.
Let's move on to football. All right?
Okay. All right.
Don't be disrespectful.
Being Philly is like,
Yeah, I like that shit, Biza. So let's talk. Let's talk the Commanders. All right.
Okay.
Number 2 pick.
Washington team.
Oh.
Come on, man. Don't do
If you had that number 2 pick,
Don't be disrespectful, cousin K.
if you had that number 2 pick, what would you do, man?
Who you asking? Yeah, you did. Who you asking?
If you had that number 2 pick, what would you do,
I'm going
man?
Daniels. You need a quarterback.
And Daniels is your quarterback?
Daniels will be my quarterback. I'm rooting
Okay.
for everybody black.
Yes. That okay.
Bizel, what would you do with that number 2 pick, man?
Trade it back.
You trade down
Who?
for what? What you want to get though?
What's your plan?
I would go to 3 to 4, try to get Marvin Harris.
No, you
I don't
no.
buy
Wait a minute.
And then I'll pick one of the quarterbacks a little bit later.
No, you can't trade back to 3 or 4, man.
You can, because they were going to give up the load and try to go move up to 1.
Who?
Move back to 4.
Wait a minute. What the hell are you talking about? They
Okay,
who?
you asked me a question. I'm telling you.
What
you
the
can
hell?
move back to 4. If you move back to 4, go to Marvin Harrison, 3 or 4.
Why would the Cardinals go from 4 to 2? Tell me why they would do that.
Why would the Cardinals go to 4?
Why would they go from
Who's
4 to
Who's
2?
number 3?
They
Who's
got
number 3?
Patriots.
The Patriots number 3. I would definitely try to trade back to number 3.
Why would the Patriots move from 3 to 2? Why would they do that?
Because they might want Jaden Daniels.
They won't trade.
No, they don't.
They need a
Patriots don't want no. You can't just say I will move to 4 or 5.
Yes, you can.
No, if you
want
gonna
to
trade down,
if your guy is there,
Yeah, but
that's not the way. That's not how it works, yo. No.
Listen to what I'm saying to you.
No.
Listen to what I'm saying to you.
New England is not gonna give you
My mic
anything.
ain't up, so I can't.
Okay, well, this is what I'm
But
saying.
listen to what I'm saying. Okay, so
Oh.
Jaden Daniels, the knock on him, you know, that's my favorite quarterback in the draft. But the thing is, he's underweight. He's underweight. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he is not. I think he's where he's gonna
Why
be.
do I do this?
I don't think you should do it because I'm the other life's blood. But okay, he's underweight. So what I would do is, I'm not convinced on him because of his weight size in the NFL.
been
But
playing with that same weight all this year.
Giselle, listen to me.
I would try.
You
My
playing that
thing
same
is,
way
if it was
all the
anything,
time.
or being
Devontae
honest,
Smith
and this is
is number
crazy.
2.
This is crazy. Listen to what I'm saying. This is crazy. In this
Devontae
draft
Smith
right now,
number 2.
I would get. Listen, Marvin Harrison is the guy to get. I would get him because you could get a quarter. Well, they got the number 38 pick or something like that. They're not gonna get a quarterback there. But I would definitely go at Marvin Harrison in this draft.
Yeah, Bizel, all I'm saying is if you knew England, why the hell would you trade? Why the hell would you give up picks
You don't
and
know
shit?
in the draft.
No,
people-
just listen to
people
me,
shock you
man.
all the
Listen to
time.
me. Listen to me. If you got a 3rd pick, why the fuck? Why would you give up anything to move up 1 pick? Why would you do that?
People do it all the time.
No, they don't. They don't do it all the time. They do it if they.
People will pay that premium to move to get the guy that they want. You understand
Yeah,
what I'm
but they
saying?
could get the guy they wanted 3.
Okay, but how do you know they don't want Jaden Daniels? How you know they don't want Jaden?
If I'm at 3 and you at 2 and you trying to trade down with me, why would I do that? I was like, these motherfuckers obviously don't know who they want.
But you can also
so I would just wait
you know
to
how
get
many
the 3rd pick.
you know how many picks and stuff they got. that
People
just swap
don't
out?
want to trade assets, man.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, I would trade back. I would still keep my later round picks, but I would trade back and get Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, I guess what I'm saying is, if you want to trade down, you have to wait for
Marvin
offers.
Harrison is a generational talent. You understand what I'm saying?
You can't just trade back with anybody.
Listen,
There
I
has to be
understand.
somebody willing to come up.
Okay, let me ask you this.
That's all I'm saying.
Let me ask you this. If they move back to 4, right? Just say
But, Bezel, what I'm saying,
hypothetically.
no, Bezel, what I'm saying is somebody has to want to move up. You can't just move down because you want to.
Okay,
there has to be a
let's
team
speak on
that
speculation.
wants to move
Let's
up
speak
to
on
get a
speculation.
quarterback.
Let's speak on speculation. If they will move, if somebody would want to, they move back to 4.
Who's 4? Cardinals. Why would the Cardinals want to move up?
I mean, they might believe in they guy.
They can get Harrison at 4. Why would they move
They
up?
might not believe in they guy. They might not believe in the little midget. They might not believe in the
No,
quarterback.
they just gave him a contract. They're not going to draft
Listen,
a
I
quarterback.
don't.
Cardinals are not going to draft a quarterback.
200.
Cardinals are not going to draft a quarterback. The Cardinals are not going to move up.
Listen to what I'm
The
saying.
Cardinals will not move up.
Okay, the
That's my
Patriots
point.
is number 3, the Cardinals number 4, and the Giants is number 5, right? Is the Giants number 5?
Y'all
Yeah.
niggas
So
get
fucking.
Okay.
Cardinals are not moving up.
Okay.
Talented in the game.
Okay, listen. Listen to what I'm saying.
I will-
Hear me out.
I
Hear
will
me out. Hear me out. Damn it.
that. Like, God
The
damn.
Cardinals, if the Giants is number 5, the Giants is slotted to get Marvin Harrison. And if it plays out, the Giants are slotted to get Marvin Harrison.
He was.
Hey, listen. The way it's slotted, they saying that the Giants are going to get Marvin Harrison.
So who would Cardinals get?
I don't know, but that's what they said. The last thing I saw, they slotted the Giants to get Marvin Harrison. I'm just saying that I would
That
take
ain't
Marvin.
correct, man.
I would take
That ain't
Marvin.
correct, yo.
I would take Marvin Harrison.
Harrison going third. I mean,
So you
4th.
taking Marvin Harrison over Jaden Daniels?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely good because he's a generational talent. He's a generational talent.
Hey, how we know the nigga won't work out for nobody?
He ain't done nothing for nobody.
He is that guy, dog.
Smart business.
He speak for himself.
I don't know what-
He is that guy. It's only one other. It's only one other receiver. It's only one other receiver on his level, and that's Davis.
Workout that does not indicate whether or not I'm going to be a top tier player in the league. That's
Davis is the only other receiver in his stratosphere.
Well, they say Rome, they say neighbors, they say
Hey,
they said they said both, dog. I think like I said, like Omar said, like I think trading back would be really difficult because we're gonna move up. Like the Patriots, actually the Patriots said they was willing sometime at some point a couple weeks ago. They said they was willing to move down with the right package. So I doubt they want to move up. The Cardinals, like you said, they can get Harrison Jr. at 4. And if somebody wants to move up, if they want to move back, they might move back and get neighbors or something like that. If they still want to elite. If somebody move, but I don't think of moving up or the only way the Commanders can move back if like Minnesota come up with like 4 or 5 first rounders or some shit like that, like the 2 this year,
It ain't
some
gonna do that,
some
though.
2 the next time. Well, they're not. I'm sure they're not. But I'm saying that's the only.
You know why you can't
that's
do
the only
that?
way I see the Commanders even move back. Somebody give them a haul like like the Minnesota is probably the best right now. They can give them 11-23 first round next year, but they're gonna take a first round next year, a
Minnesota?
first round the following year. Yeah.
So you would drop down to what, 11?
What I'm saying is, I think that's the best bet. If the Minnesota Vikings give a haul like 4 or 5 first rounders,
Well, who you
something
getting
like
at
that,
11? Who you getting at 11?
Yeah, I don't know who they're gonna get.
I don't know. That's how you gonna do your first round pick. I don't know.
No,
Hey,
You gotta have a plan to get Drayton.
For the record, for the record, for the record,
You gotta have a plan for that.
from 2, I'm
for the record,
No,
for the record, the Commanders haven't been lucky at 2.
right.
For the Commanders haven't been lucky at 2 at all.
Getting
They had 3 picks
I'm
at number
coming
2.
what I
They had 3
came
picks at
for.
number 2. Name the number 3. They had 3 picks at number 2, and they haven't been lucky at none of them picks. Not none of them. RG3 was number what? Chase was what? Right. I'm asking you a question. Chase was what? Number what?
He sound like a different fan anyway, right now. Right,
RG3 was good for 1 year.
right, right.
I'm just saying, for the record, I mean, you don't have to give him that number 2.
Because I ain't never. He was his own problem. He should have sat down instead of letting that coach ride him like a horse into the demise of his career.
no, he did that himself.
He did that.
Yeah, he ran out of bounds himself. Oh, silly ass. He was terrible for that
He
shit.
let them white folks ruin his career. Good riddance.
You ran out of bounds on your goddamn own, hurting your
He was
own.
talking about his number 2 picks. I said RG3 was a pretty good number 2 pick.
Yeah,
I think he was his own demise.
Yeah.
He tried to play comeback faster than he should have came back.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the only thing.
Trying to make the white folks.
Yes, that was He said it. He said it. He said I came back faster than I should have. He said that. He said it in an interview. But what I'm saying is this: in my plan, I didn't say I would do that to Minnesota. I'm thinking Jaden Daniels. I said the best option to trade up would probably be Minnesota because they got 2 first rounders this year, and they can stack some more first rounders on that. And if you can get a haul of 4 or 5 first rounders,
4 or 5 first rounders.
that's
Ain't nobody doing that.
But ain't nobody doing it exactly. But that's the only way I see them trade
4
coming up
or
off
5
that jump.
first round picks.
That's the only way I see them coming up off that jump. Like that's not that. So in essence, I'm picking Jaden Daniels. That's what I'm picking. I'm not trading down. Let you give me something silly.
Okay, so let's talk about Jaden Daniels versus Pastor Mike May versus Daniels, man. What y'all think about that? What is Drake May? Hey, when I look at it, I like Daniels.
For everybody black.
We know what she is. We know what she is.
Yeah, I mean that's not even you're not even looking at it.
But go ahead. What you say?
So when we talk about Daniels, how old is Daniels?
There's no comparison to me.
With an injury history.
Drake May all the way, man.
Okay.
Nah.
To be honest, y'all, I think I'm leaning towards Drake.
So
Why?
So why?
You just had him in Sam House, the same player,
So
same school and everything. Come on, man.
Definitely not the
It's the
same
same
player.
player. Nobody is not the same player. That's not even a real thing.
Okay, all right.
He's definitely not as durable as Drake May.
Okay.
He's not durable at all.
But why? Is that why?
He's
Why?
durable. He's got a stronger arm.
Drake May has a
Yes, hell yeah.
So what
Hell
is that?
yeah.
Okay.
Better than Sam?
What are you talking about, Sam?
we talking about Sam ain't got nothing to do with it.
Go on, I'm listening.
Terrible.
He's definitely
This
durable.
dude has been to a lot of Carolina games.
He's got a stronger arm.
But I got you. Don't even worry about it. I got him too. Go ahead.
Him, as far as getting the ball to his receivers,
Uh-huh.
down the middle, one of the best.
Yeah, and he missed a lot.
And
Go ahead.
He
He
missed a lot,
missed a lot,
but
yeah.
you got to think at the same time, you got to look at the routes that these receivers were
It
running.
don't really. It
You
don't matter.
talking about transfers and the transfers
It don't
from
matter if you
2,
missing
3
them.
different
It
teams.
don't matter if you missing them. You missing them, not them.
Nah,
They
it
not
ain't,
missing
nah,
them.
he threw it into the spot. He's a spot.
Nah,
He's a spot quarterback.
he
He threw it to the
He threw
spot.
it to the wrong spot.
Nah, them
Nah.
dudes, they supposed to run their route.
You know I play quarterback, right? So you can argue me down all you want to.
Hey.
He missing them. He's raw. First of all, he might got more potential, but what can you find in the NFL faster than anybody, faster than anything in the world? Potential. I'm not going for potential. I'm going for the dude that
You don't
got
want to
more.
go for potential with your draft pick, nigga? That don't make no
That's
sense.
gonna get you fired, dog. That's what it is.
Potential? You don't want to go for potential with
Production
your
over
first round pick?
Yes.
I think you need all
Production over
potential.
potential. No.
So
No,
what makes
that's what
you, what makes you think
go
Daniel
through
is going
any
to produce more?
Anybody in the front office.
What makes you think he's going to produce more than me?
23, 24
Well, maybe
year old
not
quarterback
make
better
it.
be producing.
Where's the league going to?
You gotta be showing them.
So we're talking about a mobile quarterback.
18 years old.
Both of them mobile, right? But let's look at the
Do we want to do
mobility.
that? Do we want to
Look
do
at
that?
it now. Your boy, he going to crumble.
Yeah, look,
What?
Because he little as
You can play
shit.
with that same body. and
Drake May, he jumping
They
over.
said the same thing about the Devontae Smith. That's who
severe knee injuries.
Come on, bro. Drake May is totally different when it comes to running that ball.
They said that about Devontae Smith.
He's Howell, but more.
I asked you a question. Devontae Smith. He's 160 pounds. He been playing 160 pounds his whole life.
Elusive as
It
shit.
matters.
It does matter.
And so is Jake Daniels, dog. He's elusive as shit. He's elusive as shit. When Lamar came in, how much?
Do y'all have a line?
How much did what?
Do y'all have an
How much did
offensive
Lamar
line?
weigh when he came in?
Do y'all
How
have
much
an
did Lamar weigh when he came in?
That shit.
Do y'all have an offensive line? How many
That's what
seconds
you
is
make
he
Drake
going to
May for
have?
do. He's raw. He's a raw dude.
Drake May been set up to take off. He been set up to take off in those situations where he have to.
No.
Huh? He
All
gonna
right.
come on now. Come on,
How
man.
much is Jake Daniels? No, he's
Drake May gonna fall for them 5 yards. McDaniels, what he gonna do? He gonna tell him
exactly what I'm saying.
too little.
He's 210.
Argument made.
But that's a Tar Heel in me though. You gotta excuse that.
It is. But like I said, Drake May missed a lot of easy jumps. He's raw.
What's an easy
You
jump?
know, easy passes, huh? He did it against air. And his pro day.
You said
That's
Drake
what
May
it-
missed a lot of easy
yes.
passes.
He did it in his pro day.
Was it easy passes or was that?
Oh
he
my
just
God!
doing it because of the
No matter you
defense?
throwing against Ed, you gonna be 100%. I did.
His pro day, he missed easy.
He missed some easy passes. Yes, that was a knock.
Well, I ain't see that.
He missed some easy passes.
That's true.
Yeah, I ain't see that.
He missed some easy.
That's true.
Okay. Well, again, like I said, Mr. Carolina, since I watched it, since I have a quarterback, he missed some easy throws.
No.
And that's fine. And that's fine.
Still
But like I said, but he was still.
Because I am.
No, he did not.
Hey,
No,
man.
he did not.
Hey, well, Jay,
No, he did not. He played more games. A lot of the reason is because we don't need, we can't, we just can't deal with potential so much as the Commanders.
That's what a first round draft pick is all about.
No, it's more, it's production and potential. You want production and potential.
Well, everybody got production if you're gonna be a first round pick.
So we
They
talking
didn't have a lot of
just
production.
potential. So we don't.
May,
May don't have.
you know May.
What's his name?
Okay, so you know May didn't play his senior year in high school or his freshman year in college.
High school.
If we talking
But
about
that's what I'm saying though. He didn't. That's
So
still.
what is it?
if we talking about just
Tell
potential,
me he's wrong.
What is that
we're talking
tell
about
Tell me he's
just
wrong. He hasn't
potential.
played the position a
If we
lot.
talking about just
He ain't played
potential,
him a lot.
right?
He played 2 years.
Drake May has completed 65% of his passes
How many
this
years did he
year.
play?
Jenny Davis is old as shit.
Yeah.
How
We're talking just potential.
How long can you play
Potential
quarterback in the league
higher.
though? Okay. Okay.
If we talking just potential, Jaden Daniels' completion rate is much higher than Drake's. 3% higher than Drake's. So
3% ain't a lot. 3%.
okay, 3%
That's
is.
nothing.
But if we talk about potential,
Two different
we're
leagues.
going higher potential.
Two different leagues. Too.
So you're rooting for that crack.
Why we gotta go?
Jane Daniels played way more games. He played way more games. Why doesn't it?
That nigga.
Like I just
Let me
said,
say this, Joe.
May didn't play in senior high school. He didn't
Oh,
play
say what you was gonna say.
At Carolina. He played 2 years. He's raw. They said it. He's raw. If you gonna get him, you might have to sit him down for years.
Say what you was gonna say.
May.
Let me just say this, yo. If you 23, 24, you should be killing these little college niggas, yo. That's what he's supposed to be doing.
Didn't they say that about Joe Burrow?
Yeah.
And what do you
Supposed to
do?
be.
And what do you do?
He's supposed to be.
And he came out there what?
We talking about.
And he came out there what?
He balling.
Okay.
He was.
So what's the difference between him and what's the difference between Jay Daniels?
What's the difference between Joe Burrow and
Yeah.
Jalen Daniels?
The same career path. What's the
He
difference?
did step up at the end
What's
of
the
it.
difference? We ain't seen shit from Jalen Daniels yet.
We didn't see shit from Joe Burrow either until he got picked number one.
Burrow won it.
Burrow won what?
What he win?
He won a national championship, right?
Yes.
That's fine.
What was around?
That's
What
fine.
was around him?
Yeah,
That's fine.
His offense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that ain't
He
nothing.
had 3 first-round receivers.
Yeah, that don't mean nothing. You won the championship.
And a first-round.
He's got 2 going in the top.
So what's the difference? That's what I'm saying.
It's
They both played a lot of games. They both was old as shit. They both had people.
Drake won a championship.
Drake made.
What's the difference?
And,
He won a
Allen
championship.
and Mahomes didn't have.
Of course, he won a championship because they was out of their mind. But so did Jay Daniels play out of
He
his
won a
mind.
championship.
So you talking about Burrow and them receivers he had though, man.
I mean, the Big 12.
What I'm saying is this. The knock on Jay Daniels is that he got AIDS and he been playing with 2
He got
first round-
AIDS?
His age.
I thought you said the nigga had
Yeah, he got 2 first round. Everybody,
Hey, let's move on, man.
Hey, yeah, man. Let's move on, man. Let's move, man. Yo, let's move on. Hey, let's move on, man. Hit the gas pedal, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. Look at you, man. Let's go. You always want to hit a pit stop, man.
my bad.
No, I really want to go to Josie's joint.
Oh,
Man.
you right?
Oh, wait.
Oh, go ahead.
I was sent a special email saying these are Josie's burning joints.
Oh,
Wow,
my God.
I used to be a roommate.
No, did he?
Me and
Did not say that.
Josie used to be roommates.
Did not say that.
Josie used to come in some nights burning.
No.
Oh, my God, man.
So,
Wow.
Flag.
he used to tell me he was burning.
This is a false narrative. This is a,
So,
when it
I ain't heard this in a
translated
while. Josie
false news with fake news. This is fake news.
This
is fake news.
Yeah.
This is fake news. We got, wow.
See, they got a couple of them too.
Listen. Listen. Okay, but it was not the. I said three burning questions.
Man, like that.
You know, three hot questions about
It could.
Milwaukee. Dog. That's all.
What the hell, man?
This is not.
Yo.
What is that?
Oh, shooter.
What is that?
Come on, man.
Me or them?
Come on, man.
It was me or them doing that?
What's your segment, dog?
Oh,
What's
man.
your
All right, listen. Okay, so here's my question. I got a couple questions about the Milwaukee Bucks. One of the playoffs, they had a lot of issues right now with Doc, right? My first question is, do you really think they should have fired Adrian Griffin in the middle of the first year?
No.
I
30-13.
No.
think Doc manipulated that front office and they paying for that shit.
Yeah, I know Doc was.
Yeah, he been in the front office.
He was his mentor.
From the beginning.
He was his coaching mentor.
He's
That's
a
what I'm saying.
doing his
But
stuff.
he was 30-13. He was in second place in the jump in the conference, right behind Boston. And they were 30-13. They fired this dude. I like
That's what their record was when they found him?
30
With Doc. Yeah, he was winning like shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were winning like shit.
They
Yeah.
were 30-13, but they were on a losing streak when they fired him. That's what
Yeah,
they
he was
did.
30-13.
They were on a losing
He was
streak.
30-13
He had lost
when
like
he got
5 or
fired.
6 straight when he got fired.
Mhm.
That was what did it.
He was 30-13
They
when
weren't,
he
they
got
weren't
fired.
playing good. Wait a minute.
Nah, they weren't
I need to
playing well
look
when
that
he
up.
got fired.
30 and 13.
I guess the only reason I gave up these questions because I heard it. And Doc.
They were having
Doc,
issues, though. They were
ever
having issues,
since Doc has been
What's the
15 and
record?
17.
Giannis didn't win him there.
though.
What's the record since Doc?
Portis was about to get in a fight with the
Well,
coach, man.
like 45 and whatever else.
Okay.
Bobby Portis was about to fight the coach, man.
I understand that.
They were pissed off.
I understand that. They were. And
Let me tell you what.
Is Portis a factor?
Let me tell you what's going on.
What?
Okay, so Adrian Griffin changed the defense, and they were giving up. They were like one of the worst defensive team,
Mm-hmm.
and he stopped doing that shit with Brook Lopez just dropped back.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And all Doc Rivers did was go back to them, and
Yeah,
they thought he was figuring everything out. But
Doc Rivers was 15 and 17.
Adrian Griffin wanted to play that style like where you come from? The dude in Toronto. He wanted to play
Oh,
that
no.
Nurse. Yeah, he wanted to play.
Oh, Nick Nurse,
He
yeah.
wanted to play that style.
Nurse ain't dead that way.
Where they pass more.
Not
move
fence.
more.
Yeah.
When you got Giannis, you got Dame, it's like run that fucking pick and roll all day.
But then they don't got Middleton. He just coming back from another injury.
Which was the same thing that happened the year they
Okay,
played
so-
the repeat too.
So,
What you burning? What you burning?
But what's your answer? Do you think they should have got rid of him, right?
No.
Do you think they should
It's
have got
about
rid of him?
Adrian Griffin and Doc. I think they're both terrible coaches.
I'm just saying the question is, do you
I
think
think
they should have got rid of him? They were 30 and 13. No, do you think? Okay, I feel like they should have waited out the year.
They're both terrible coaches.
He was 30 and 13.
They're both terrible.
What's the next one?
The next one is, should they have hired Doc? Or should they went to another direction? Like if you gonna fire a dude who's 30 and 13, should they have hired somebody else? Or should they have hired Doc? Like that's my I'm here like I don't think they should have fired the dude. I think they should have rolled out the year with him. But now Doc is 15, 17 with them. He ain't 500 with them. He came in immediately they started losing. Like
And you got to think about the time when they did fire him. They fired him in the middle of the season. So
understood.
the option is Doc because he put himself in that position to be the coach for the rest of the season.
That don't mean you have to, you know.
So you call Doc and don't call Mark Jackson?
You ain't calling nobody else because he already there.
Why is he not coaching
Again.
the NBA?
Because he ain't never won nothing.
He didn't put together one of the
man.
greatest teams of all time. Steve
All
Kerr still
time.
had to be the
All
president of
time.
offense, and as a
All
result
time.
of Steve Kerr
Now,
not
when you
being able
say
to
put
shut
together,
down-
put together. Because he ain't the GM. He ain't draft. When you say put
You're right. He
together.
didn't have no. He
I
didn't
mean,
have
I ain't going to say. I
no
don't.
level of
Hey, he might
implementation
get.
on that team.
Hey, I ain't going to say
No
that,
level of
but
implementation on offensive strategy, even though Steve Kerr has been giving him credit.
he ain't win shit when he was.
That was without Clay,
got
right?
rid of.
That was without Clay.
Just because a nigga warm up the slot machines and let another nigga hit jackpot,
Was that
don't
with or
mean
without
that
Clay?
nigga with the
Without
jackpot was the
Yeah.
one that got it done.
That was that one
Don't mean
piece.
you got it done either. Though.
Clay was that piece. Got rid of him right
But then
when
when
he
they
came in, right?
but then when they got Clay, man, it was just different for them.
But then that's what
Different.
said.
Them two
All right,
dudes,
B, let's do the real shit or bullshit.
Okay.
I gotta stir Mia up a little bit.
Bullshit or real shit?
So this caught my attention this week. We're gonna go back to WNBA. So Caitlin Clark, she had a press conference after she was drafted by Indiana, right? Yeah. So there was a reporter when she was doing a press conference. A reporter threw one of these at her, right?
Yeah.
And she said to him, she was like, "Oh, you like that?" You know, this is something she do to her family on the side. You know, when they watching, she do that to her family, little heart sign. You know, just to say she love them. And the reporter did that to her. She was like, "Oh, you like that?" He was like, "Yeah. Well, if you do that to me, you keep doing that to me, we're gonna be good." He was
Creepy.
It was some
Yeah,
creepy
that's
flirt
creepy
type
shit, yeah.
yeah.
Because he probably was somebody's middle-aged soccer coach.
Yeah, now this caught my attention right here, man, because
That's weird as hell, man. Why would you
even
say
though
that
she
right
was a
there?
soccer mom, she not.
But I think
saying-
that's what happens with a lot of like creepy reporters. Is like
It was
they're
awkward.
so used to nobody checking them on the behavior that like things get out of control. I thought it was very, very inappropriate, and the apology was ancient. So because an apology without change behavior is what, and I don't feel like this is not the first time that reporter did something.
Mia, let me
Yeah,
set this shit up. So my point was, it's like, you know, when I see Caitlin Clark, she on top of the fucking basketball world, not just
She's
not-
the top of the food chain. She's the top of the
not
food chain.
food chain, not
I'm
she on top of the. Oh, let me. She on top of the basketball world right now, right?
Yeah, okay.
She on top of the basketball world right now, and
Yeah.
she's still catching this type of bullshit. It's like, to me, I think women, this got to be the hardest thing. Women got it way harder than men do, man. It's fucking impossible. We talk about when Angel Reese, you know, I gave some shit out because Angel Reese was on the podium crying, playing victim and all that. But I think women got it so much harder than us. That shit is fucking crazy. All she did was ball. This nigga come on that joint flirting with her like, oh yeah. But us as men, the women don't come at us like that. But that's what we do. When a woman is in that position, another woman will give him respect and be like, you know, what you do, you know, next year, what's your plans? And this nigga, come on, no shame, you know, just start flirting with her, saying inappropriate shit. Do y'all realize how fucked up it is for women, man? It's
Yes.
crazy.
That's not just. I mean, that's not just the WNBA. You encounter that at your office, at work, your boss being just slightly inappropriate, right? Just slightly like, what could that
Shit is
mean?
offensive.
There's a lot of insinuation that happens. I think like that's something that you encounter overall.
That shit ain't cool at all.
Doing that in public, an oppressor to the number one basketball player in the country, and you being able to issue some bullshit apology, and that's it. Like you should never be able to
Softer than that.
Oh, yeah,
that's inappropriate.
A little bit.
That is sexual harassment.
Yeah, because
And there's
y'all,
no other place where you can sexually harass somebody in a public forum and continue to work in that same forum. They would move you somewhere else.
like, did y'all hear about the
Yeah,
WNBA?
we do need
I mean,
a
not
break.
WNBA, but the
We do. Bathroom break and everything.
niggas talking.
Now,
Go ahead.
Yeah, the women's coach that applied for an NBA job. What was that in Memphis? What was it? But a woman, could you see a woman coaching an NBA team?
Oh, you're talking about, I know what you're talking about.
There are 16 coaches, but you mean like
As a head coach.
Yeah, it's like
It would be difficult. It would be very, very.
it would have to
very
be.
difficult for a woman to, and I hate to say this, but
Lead men.
gain
Lead men.
respect to lead men.
Yeah.
It would be hard.
She would have to be
I hate to say
somebody
that.
like Don Staley,
Yeah,
right?
you have to be Don Staley, and she would have to go to like
San Antonio, some shit.
no, because she's not gonna be able to replace Popovich.
Well, I think Popovich helping out with that transition might help her.
That's why. What's the name? Shouldn't.
That's why I think
That's a good
that
point.
I think
But,
that
but that's the thing.
because he's a.
You can't just take over that job. You need a man to lead you.
But
into
that's
it.
what I'm saying. I think that's why I say I hate to say it, but I think that's why it's so hard for a woman to come in and try to lead men at the highest
highest level
of their profession. You know what I'm saying? The highest level.
Even when you look at like
Because
women as
I think it's
referees,
difficult. Yeah,
right? If she
it's
makes
just
one mistake,
difficult.
oh, well, this is what happens when you let women.
It's gotta be tough because I ain't gonna lie. When I was watching the WNBA draft and Caitlin Clark, we all knew she was the number one pick, but first thing I'm thinking is, yo, what the fuck she got on?
See?
Like, why the fuck she
Right.
look like that, yo?
Yeah.
I see Angel Reese.
Angel Reese, I was like,
I'm like, oh shit.
she shut out.
This look good.
She shut out.
Yeah.
She shut out.
Caitlin Clark, yo,
She like
she
somebody.
look like she work on the Love Boat. That shit was whack.
She look like a strobe light, bro.
That shit was whack, man. She looked.
She ain't look like somebody soccer.
And, but did you know the WNBA players? They said they couldn't wear what they wanted to wear when the WNBA draft first started. They said they couldn't wear what they wanted to.
Some of them girls
They were
come
told
out
to
that
wear
job.
suits.
Yeah. Some of them girls come out that job. I be like, God.
Like Rakia came out there with the suit on, but that shit was.
Mm-hmm.
Some of her joke came out with a form fit dress. I was like,
Jump.
some joke.
Jump. I like that.
I call everything Joe though. But you call
Jonesy
Caitlin
Joe.
Clark Joe.
Hey, that don't help you none.
What you call Caitlin Clark a Joe?
That don't help nothing. I call everything junk.
Yeah, that Caitlin Clark outfit was hard for me, man.
Yeah.
Because that shit was that.
But you right. But
Like
I
mud
agree.
duck.
I agree. Like that, it's really difficult.
Did you expect anything
Like,
else?
it's gonna
though?
be
I
hard.
wanted,
Did you honestly expect
I
anything
wanted
else?
something else.
She's from Iowa, bro.
But see, that's why I'm saying it's so hard for women because it's
Yeah.
like, as men, we want them to look good too.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
women don't expect that. They don't care if Michael
But you,
Jordan look good.
you don't expect her to find.
But dudes, we expect them to also not only be ballers but also look good.
I don't look at Caitlin Clark and expect her to make herself up and
But you
look
ain't never
good.
look at Caitlin Clark's ass. You ain't never try to look at her ass.
You definitely did. He was like, let me see what she got. You definitely did when she was playing the game. She nice, but let me see
I'm
what
just
she got.
saying it's
back
hard for women, man.
Nah,
That shit crazy. I
ain't
got
no
a lot of-
point did I ever really look at her like
there.
that.
Why not? Though?
Hell.
Why
Because
not though?
No.
he never.
Why would you want to?
Corn pone country.
That-
There it is.
But then, okay, let me tell you this though. You ever look for Angel Reese though?
Hell yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah. But she,
There it
This
is.
ain't all that fine either.
she's
But
not.
he looked at her body
But-
though.
But at least she, you know.
But he looked at her body
She
though.
portrays herself as
You know
a
what I
as a
think is
woman.
interesting about
Hey, that's
this?
what we were talking about last
You know what
week.
I think this is very interesting?
Sexualized.
How you sexualized her, like in this conversation.
Who did?
But
I did. Who I sexualized?
I want her to look good. Why?
but that's how it is
I
though.
just- I
Though.
just-
But that's
when
what
I-
I'm saying. But yeah, that's
Because
how
I
it is.
already like her the way she played. I love the way she played.
And that's what it was. I took it
And
for
you
what she
know,
was.
you know he's giving her props.
And
He's
then,
always
and,
giving
and
her
then
props.
when they drafted her, I was
But that's
like,
the point though.
I love Caitlin Clark. I wanted to come there. I wanted to be like, I love her.
You're not sexualized.
But that's the
Came
point.
on
Though.
it,
But,
I can't help
but the point is,
help
that
it.
is that's why it's so hard
It
for
wasn't
them to.
expected.
That's why, because all men are gonna. That's
really
what they're
think-
gonna. That's the first thing they're gonna do.
I really think she
That's
can play
why
for
it's
the
so
Wizards.
hard. You can't deny that. though.
I really think she can play for the Wizards.
Not me.
For you, Joey.
General.
I never
You said you think she could play for the
Yeah,
Wizards?
you know. But I'm just saying in general.
never crossed my mind.
Never crossed my mind either.
You ain't want Angry come out here and look that down just because.
We got a Sean.
We
Never
need to
considered
appall.
what
I'm just saying.
I'm being honest. Never considered.
But that's what, but the point is though. But the point is though. His point is that that's why it's so hard. It's going to be hard for a woman to lead
Yeah,
men at,
definitely believe that.
at the next
Hey,
at the
B.
highest level because that's eventually that's exactly what we want. We want to look good too. And that's just what it is. The Texas coach.
Oh, yeah, I
Have you
believe
seen the Texas coach?
Huh?
Have you seen the Texas coach? The Texas coach.
Fine as hell.
Slim.
Boy, what?
See that?
Boy.
What?
Boy.
Man,
This year.
Hey, can you?
don't matter. Don't matter.
But that,
Hey.
but that,
These niggas don't know how many games she won this year.
She number one, bro. I'm telling you.
That's the struggle.
No. Is it the assistant coach on Notre Dame?
That's
yeah,
the
it's
struggle.
just like one of them.
It's either this. I think it's the assistant coach for Notre
But
Dame.
that's his point, though. That's the
Yeah.
whole point. We sit here proving the point because that is the point, though. Like you said, that is the point. Like that's why that's why women have it so hard in that industry because you want that lady come out here, like you said. We might not know how good they are, but she come out that y'all decked out.
her wardrobe be so on point,
Listen.
and she like.
How many games did she win?
Listen, I can't tell you how many games. I can't tell you how many games Giannis won.
What you mean? But I'm saying,
We agree on what you got.
We agree. We agree.
They like, but
Yeah.
they know that we
But
agree.
what is it about?
That's what I'm saying.
What is it ultimately about? To get exposure or to actually be a good basketball coach?
to be a good back.
Be a good coach. To be a good coach.
But if you bring attention to the sport, is that if you're doing something good for the sport?
That's a secondary
It's like-
to tertiary.
No, it's like
Say it again. Say it again.
Let me tell you something, Joe. It's like doing a layup versus doing a first dunk.
Well done. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like you still scored 2 points, but did it bring more attention? We don't watch Sports Center to see a layup. We watch Sports Center and get dunks, threes, and
So
crossovers,
you don't
ankle
watch women's
breakers.
games to see women's games. You watch women's games to see how they look.
No, I watch women's
No,
games.
no, no.
I watch-
You get more of a
I like
fundamental
basketball.
game.
We like basketball.
You get more of a fundamental actual basketball
we watch
game when you watch
yeah,
women play.
He
But
can
we
see.
watch
Can,
highlights. We don't watch highlights. We watch
Yeah,
highlights.
yeah.
Women play the game.
But
Like
at
to
the
be
same
honest,
time,
my kids.
if you watch the women's
I'd rather
game,
them.
you know,
Yeah, it's like
You
watching
gotta know what you're
Yeah.
doing.
Because it ain't about
You
athletics,
gotta look at the
it's about
fundamentals.
Right.
You gotta look at shooting. You
Right.
gotta look at layups. You gotta
Yeah,
look at
you just keep the
fundamentals
camera
of
on.
basketball. That's the most fundamental
And I'm
place of
gonna tell you-
basketball is the women's game.
And I'm gonna tell you,
But
I
now
coach-
you got. Oh, go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
no, I'm sorry. Let you finish.
But now you got some women in high school and just coming up that's dunking the ball. You know what I'm saying? So would I like to see that? Yeah, I would like to see that in the women's game. But I don't watch the women's game for that. I watch it for the fundamentals of shooting, the movement, the passing, you know what I'm saying, the cutting. That's what you watch it for. And like we said with Angel Reese, like that's why I could see her game. In college, she played bully ball a lot.
Right.
And that's why I said she gotta develop a second move or a counter move or whatever in a mid range because she didn't do that a lot. Now if she has it in her too, she's trying to get it back for the WNBA, which is I think is great. But it's still the fundamentals of the game. You know what I'm saying? But like Omar said, we not turning on Sports Center, even for the men. We're not turning on Sports Center to see this nigga laid up 45 times. Boom, the top 10. We look at dunks in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? That's the highlight of the jump. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not looking at now I do watch some games, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I'm like, hey, I want to see this jump. But I ain't gonna look at it for the basketball. I mean, I ain't looking at the basketball
take it
game
off
to see what it
Sean.
look like. I might go on the IG. But I'm not looking at the game.
We look at the game.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the game. I watch the women's game. I watch the
We
women's
appreciate
game.
it for
To watch the women's
them
game.
playing
I
ball.
like Juju because she's smooth. You know what I'm saying? She can get to the buck. She can do
got
what she
like
can do
some-
things.
she got
Yeah.
like
You know what I'm saying? She can do that.
Already.
Are we looking?
You good.
But if
Good now.
But if she on her IG wearing some jeans, I might check that down out a little bit.
I
I
tell you
don't
right
know.
now, yo, I coach
Like,
girls.
I didn't say I was doing something with her. I just said I might check it out. I don't know.
I coach girls for 8 years. I coach girls basketball 8 years. I coach boys 8 years. Girls pick up the game,
I
way
posted
faster
it.
than
I
boys.
posted that.
And I used to always say like, the boys have to play good to feel good. Girls need to feel good to play good. When I coach girls, they pick up plays and everything works way more smoother than when girls, man. Boys, I guess when we that young, we just we're not able to, you know,
You good.
it's learn and put our girls pick up things faster, man.
It's
Like,
detailed.
Well, they do that anyway.
It's details.
Yeah.
Details are more
Yeah,
important.
detail.
You know what I'm saying? It's more
Yeah,
important.
yeah.
But
Women
to
are detail oriented.
there you go.
And then also too, like I think like women have a tendency to like mature a little bit faster.
Oh, that's
Well, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
their
that's
development,
a fact.
like,
That's a
so
definite
when you're
fact.
talking about the fundamentals of the game, there's a certain maturity that it takes
Yeah.
Yeah.
to understand like that the fundamentals are necessary as building blocks.
Yeah.
And
And then
I'm
that-
happy
and just
that we
understanding
started
it.
to see that
Yeah.
it's gonna be good.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Boys,
Definitely.
a lot of times if the boy can be like 12, 13, 14 years old, if he can't be the star on that team, then he has trouble like focusing on the game.
Because I can guarantee you, look, I got to, Omar, what
You just
age
leave the
group
camera
did you
on.
teach? I mean, did you coach at the girls? From what to what?
like
All right, let
fifth
me
grade
take it off.
through
So
12th.
you can slide through.
So I bet you Omar's fifth grade team. I coached a 15U team that got to the championship, right? But you know what my office was? movement. It was just a motion. It was just a
You want
motion.
to talk about it?
Five out.
It's a handoff.
Talk
It's
about
a
it.
handoff. That's it.
Oh,
Very simple for them to pick up. Because if I got any harder or any more difficult, them 15-year-olds, 14-year-olds would not have been able to run
yeah,
it off.
check out.
You understand? But I bet you his offense that he ran with them girls, 5th, 6th, whatever, was probably a little more intricate
Oh yeah.
than I ran because them dudes just wasn't going to get anything. Because I was like, I was talking to my coach. I said, man, what are we going to run with these dudes? Man, let's just run a handoff, like a motion type
They
of
gotta
offense.
feel good though.
You know what I'm saying? But how, just hand them. And it worked for them because they moved. They
had them up
were
to
quick. They wanted to get to the rim. They wanted to do
the
the highlight stuff. You know what I'm saying?
It's
And
not
they gave
too long.
they gave them a chance to. You know what I'm saying?
But
But the girls,
they don't appreciate the game though.
My girl,
I need
but I
to
didn't
don't
have
appreciate
to
it.
give them the game. I did practice. Like, I gave them the fundamentals, but like it was like they didn't respond.
At 15,
They
they
didn't
can
respond.
skip. At 15, you see a lot of where they skip over the whole fundamental part and go straight to the athletic part.
The whole
Because
because they
it-
athletes stay
because
athletes
at their age,
and that's
you know what I'm
and that's exactly. So I did the fundamentals, but it's like it was so much. It was so much harder to try to pin down on the fundamentals than it was to run this motion offense.
Yeah.
Because all they had to do was run, hand off, get a pick every now and then. Somebody slip off the pick, down pass. You know what I'm saying? Bounce pass, boom, layup. You know what I'm saying? And I tried to do it when we try to get a layup every time because otherwise it was just been like, you know what I'm saying? If you pick and roll, do this, pop out because he coming down too fast, or do they'd be like, what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a girl at that same age probably be like this. Okay, coach. So if he pop out, what do I do? Do I go down, or do I switch back, or do I do? You know what I'm saying?
Because
Whatever.
I think too, it's like your goals. Boys like die to be stars because they have like a vision for what that looks like, right? There's an NBA vision.
nah, boys, they
That's
gotta
what
be stars. You don't have to be a star.
I feel like girls like you don't like your aspiration is not necessarily the WNBA. So I feel like you're more able to adapt to a team and to play in a
How about a
to be
team
successful
environment? A little bit
because
better.
like your aspiration.
Girls got- Girls gotta feel good.
I believe that too.
That's what I
believe
did.
that.
That means,
But they depend on the details also. They depend on the details. Boys don't depend on details. They just go off of feel and off of instinct.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that don't help when it comes to actually playing real basketball.
that's really why a lot of guys wash out of the NBA so quickly, right? So you so
Don't
focused
get
on-
to the
You've been a
NBA.
superstar your whole life. You've been like top
And-
5 in the country your whole life, and then you get to the WNBA. You got to focus on the details of the game, role player perhaps,
Yep.
and like your inability to adapt to that situation
Yep.
is why you're not able to be successful. They already have it on this team. They don't need you for that. They need you to be able to come in, be a Bruce Bowen, and come in and score 15 in the playoff, and maybe you don't play again.
All right, so let's move on. Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Somebody
Hold
in
on.
my ear. Somebody in my earpiece. Sean's
like-
rant. We got a Sean rant.
Yeah,
We got a rant.
Yeah.
Sean coming.
yeah.
Let's go.
Look here. Hold on. You want to do this now or save it for the end? I'd rather save it for the end.
This the last segment, man.
Oh, the
We
last
gotta get after
segment.
this.
Okay, look here.
Soon as he done, cut.
I just got one quick rant.
Jesus, pray for us.
Nah, it's gonna be quick because I'm sick of it.
Okay.
And
It's one of them mad dog rants right here.
we
Get
only
fired, dog. Don't get fired.
what you say?
Don't get
Don't
fired.
get fired. Don't say.
I'm not gonna get fired, man.
Okay, go ahead.
Do I have to get the warning out? No.
And no, yeah, ain't no disclaimer. Ain't no disclaimer.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
Real quick,
Uh-huh.
it's only spring, man.
It is.
Get it?
These youngins out here got to slow down. Stop.
These youngins had to slow down.
Yeah.
Slim, you going at any and everything every single day. Find something else to do with your personal time.
What we talking about here?
Say the youngest.
You said them youngins.
It's not even summertime yet.
What we talking about?
And you out here having violence.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop this violence,
It's going
man.
back home too. Like 4 people got shot today
Today.
in the park.
what about the LA Fitness?
Two shootings happened today. 5 times.
Six people.
Right now, today.
Y'all talking
Dog,
about,
this is
y'all
how
talking about here.
it gotta stop
I'm talking about
today.
North Carolina.
Yeah, I know.
4 people got shot in the
That's
park
how they
today.
did this.
Just like
Boy was telling
It
me the
gotta
other day.
stop, man.
Boy was
it's
telling me the other
crazy.
day. The
It
LA
gotta
Fitness over
stop.
Whitmore got shot up because the dude came in and shot somebody.
I'm sick of it.
Because of a basketball game.
And it's just the spring.
Raymond came back.
Yeah.
He said, "Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna go to my car. You come back.
Yeah.
You shoot all you
All
motherfuckers."
the time. Yeah, but no, the dude for real. The dude at the LA
It's crazy. Yeah, the LA Fitness, yeah.
And one more time,
Yeah.
the LA Fitness dude came up and shot that joint up.
For real?
Because he left basketball. Because of basketball game.
So they do got a gym.
Oh, I get
Yeah,
it.
they do got
Yeah.
Jimmy.
I understand that now.
So you feel that?
I understand that now. Those other basketball.
Shit.
Because it's South Carolina. We
It
don't
gotta
want
stop,
to
man.
right?
It
You
gotta
know what
stop.
they
You just out here doing stuff just because you can.
Yeah,
All right, so
Come on, man.
That's a wrap, man. That's the end of this podcast. We think.
That's it.
That's the end of it.
And
You are now tuned
That's
into the
it.
Next to Flex podcast.
Thank y'all for coming out.
God bless.
Good.
Nope.
Good night.
Nope. Nope. Have a good one. Peace.
Oh wow.
I like that.
Make sure y'all follow me. Mia was here. 5 underscores.
Me was here.
Indeed, I like that.
That was nice.
Salute.
Five. Five was
Salute.
So the other first 4 millions that was here.
Oh, they all.
Because he had the 4. Somebody else had 4.
Four didn't work. Yeah.
The
Already taken.
other millions didn't hit. Me was here. There was 4 of them.
They should put the jersey.
Yeah, you got something?
Oh, now
Nah, we ain't cut yet.
you know me. Everybody's favorite cousin.
Give me
Check me out.
Give me Instagram.
Furious Styles.
My blood, but he my favorite.
Furious Styles.
Yeah,
That's
he-
FERIOUS dash STYLZ.
okay.
With a Z, nigga.
Boys in the club. He boys in the club. Boys in the Furious style. He boys in the
Furious Styles.
Give me the gun tray.
Nice blood. Yeah.
Talk to him.
Give me the light.
You ain't got nothing else, though. Look here. I step back. Hey,
Look here.
next to Flex. We did talk sports.
When we freestyle, man, hit the beat.
And uh-oh. Oh wow.
That wasn't a good beat. That wasn't-
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Glad my Congo's in. We could-
Sean, finish this.
Look here, man. Yeah, man. It's been an honor and a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. Look here. No. Come on, man. You want to let people talk or not? You always want to start something. It is the end. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
That's all.
Sick of you, man. Look here,
Let
man.
the Maryland
Next to
Celtics finish talking.
Flex.
Step outside, nigga.
Go ahead. Take it. Why you make
Don't do that.
Step outside, nigga.
Really? Shit, make a move then.
All right, we go out there.
Niggas gonna go.
Damn, man.
Hey, look.
Hey, next to Flex, Slick 45. Had a good time. Peace.
Man, Kev, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, kid.
Be nice, then make it tonight. Appreciate everybody for tuning in.
What was it his birthday too? Oh, never mind.
Make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all follow us on Twitter at NEXT2FLEX. See y'all next time. Thank you, Mia, for coming in.
Yeah.
Damn, you fucked the whole podcast.